Hi, I'm Lynda Downing, and I'm here to talk about building professional capacity through professional introductions and my personal introduction for EDL 851 Module 1. A little personal information about myself. My name is Lynda Marquette Downing. My nickname is Marnie. I was born and raised in Garden City, Kansas. I attended the University of South Dakota. I did achieve a BS in elementary education and special education from the University of South Dakota. I attended on a swimming scholarship. My hobbies are crocheting, reading, searching antique shops and vintage stores, and traveling. So a little bit about my career. I just finished my 24th year as an educator, starting my 25th. My first year was in Dodge City, Kansas, where I was a special educator, kindergarten through third grade. I then moved to Lake in Kansas and was a special educator for 5th through 6th grade for about 3 years. I spent 1 year at Grinnell, Kansas as a special educator, kindergarten through 12th grade, so that was a whole district. I spent 1 year in Wichita, Kansas, teaching 4th grade at what was then called Ingalls Edison. I then moved and lived in Arkansas City, Kansas as a special educator and was a special educator at Ark City Middle School for 7th grade. And I moved to Buckland, Kansas 7 years ago, and I am the special educator here for 5th through 8th grade. Currently, I'm on the district leadership team. I'm also on our curriculum committee. I also, of course, on the SIT team because I'm the special educator for junior high. And I'm obviously currently working on getting my degree in building administration. So my career goal is I would like to work as a special education administrator at an interlocal special education cooperative or at a larger school district. So let's talk about how do we promote school improvement as a school leader. First, we need to limit goals and our initiatives to focus on student learning. So high-performing schools have an ability to focus on student learning and limit the number of initiatives they undertake. Just a few every year and try to do the best they can with those, as opposed to biting off more than they can chew. Next, strategically leverage time and resources. Use time and resources to your school's advantage and what works best for your particular school. Develop and balance assessment approach. Frequently and timely monitoring of student learning is an essential part of every high-growth district. Next, this is continued. Promote school improvement continued. Use multiple measures, including growth measures, to inform an improvement and accountability. Data is used to uncover, discover, and recover, never to name, blame, and shame. We need to empower teachers and develop leaders. Teachers want to be part of the decision-making process in schools. It creates greater levels of engagement and ownership follows. So how do we promote teacher retention? So let's talk about what can we do before the first days of school, before that person actually becomes certified as a teacher. We could create university partnerships. You can create a partnership with the local colleges and universities to engage in early on-campus recruitment. So pre-service preparation. Teachers need to be exposed to both high-performing and low socioeconomic schools, so they can be prepared for either one. Next is job shadowing. Apprentice opportunities before their contract is signed, so they actually know what to expect when they walk into a school, and that's really, really helpful. I wish I would have been able to do something like that. Early contract signing. New teacher contracts should begin as early as the 1st of June to allow for time for training and preparation. I think this is a great idea and one I had never considered. I think that would be really advantageous and would definitely help with the stress that comes when you are beginning a new job as a teacher. So we also need to make sure that we celebrate celebrations that allow new faculty members to meet returning teachers on a recurring basis. So to promote teacher retention the first days of school. We need to make sure that we invest. Consider hiring a full-time teacher as a new teacher mentor. I think that's a great idea. We often rely on experienced teachers to take on that mentorship. The problem is they're also very busy and they may not have time to spend time, or they may not be able to go and observe their new teacher as easily as someone who actually is hired to do as part of their job. So professional development. Training needs to be early, regularly repeated, and monitored for implementation. Weekly debriefing. The principal needs to take a hands-on approach to mentoring, meet with new teachers on a weekly basis. Test preparation. Many teachers begin teaching without full certification. Compensating teachers to tutor new teachers on professional exams is a win-win situation. I think that's a really great idea. There are some great people out there that would be great teachers that are just struggle to pass the praxis. And if we could help with that, we might actually have a lot more people that would go into teaching than we realize. So promote, once again, beyond the first day, how to keep quality teachers. Of course, talk about money. Establish an incentive pay structure that rewards new teachers with a graduated sum of money for each year they elect to remain in your building. Insist on involvement. Teachers should be strongly encouraged to attend student-centered activities, such as the local football games, basketball games. Obviously, they could go to debate tournaments, and that would be really helpful to make sure that they are involved and engaged in all of the school community, both academic and non-academic. Opportunities for growth. Principals should allocate monies for teachers' pursuits of professional development. Strategies for teacher support, learning, and improvement. So we need to conduct meaningful evaluations. An evaluation should be thorough and created after many observations. That would be really great. As a teacher, sometimes I'm observed only once, which is sort of unfair because that's only a very short period of time. Offer constructive feedback and suggestions. Give a detailed suggestions to guide teacher improvement. Provide meaningful professional development. PD should motivate, provide informative ideas, and give a fresh perspective. Provide adequate resources. All teachers need the appropriate tool to do their job effectively. Strategies for teacher support, learning, and improvement continued. Provide a mentor. Great veteran teachers can provide tremendous insight and encouragement to an experienced or struggling teacher. Next, establish an ongoing open communication. Have an open door policy. Make sure people feel comfortable coming in and talking to you as a school leader. Encourage journaling and reflection. Journaling can be a powerful tool to aid with growth and improvement through reflection. Promote well-being of teachers. Manage communication. Send emails at reasonable times and ban sending emails on the weekends. Create a welcoming staff room. It's important that staff have somewhere to escape, that they would enjoy going and spending some time there during their planning periods. Book mindset and relaxation classes. Offering feel-good activities and classes is a great way for staff to relax. Promote well-being of teachers continued. Organize community events. Linking happiness to the wider school community can be an enjoyable and rewarding way to boost well-being. Discourage perfectionism. The desire to be perfect can be overwhelming and cause unnecessary pressure. Have an open door policy. So create an environment where staff feel that they can talk openly. Promote well-being of teachers. Offer flexible working where possible. Staff may need to leave early from time to time. Be flexible. Sometimes staff has to leave early. They may need to leave early to watch one of their own children play in a basketball game, or they may need to take their mother to the doctor. So you're going to have to be flexible with that. Introduce a mentor system. Create a mutual support network where staff can work towards solutions as a team. Offer PD and training opportunities. Training can help improve job satisfaction, well-being, and resilience. So, before I talk about my standard correlation and relevance, I want to talk a little bit about the things I chose to choose, the strategies I chose. Many of the strategies overlapped. And at first I thought, well, maybe I don't need to put all of them in there, but I purposely did that because I wanted to show that there are many strategies that overlap one another. So in a way you can say you're getting more bang for your buck, especially when it comes to mentorship, having an open door policy, great professional learning. All of those things will help you with everything that we talked about today. So let's talk about my standard correlation. The module required a critical analysis of a given articles by developing a slide presentation. Each article added to my knowledge and understanding of school improvement, teacher retention, professional learning, and promoting the well-being of the staff. Relevant. The module greatly improved my knowledge of how to support the educational success and well-being of each student and adult. So many times I have witnessed a make it work attitude from administration. The result of this attitude is teachers who are stressed, unhappy, and unproductive. Supporting the well-being of staff is critical to success as a school, especially during this time. So my reflection. As a future leader, it is imperative to understand the importance of both the well-being of staff and students. The well-being of staff is a cornerstone of school improvement, the effectiveness of professional development, and the retention of quality teachers. The module increased my knowledge of how to be an effective school leader. I will need to ensure that my actions promote school improvement, teacher retention, and the success and well-being of each student and adult in the school. So thanks for taking the time. I'm going to close with this quote. I think it is a great quote before we start a brand new class together. And obviously what we're going through right now as teachers, just breathe. You're strong enough to handle your challenges, wise enough to find a solution to your problems, and capable enough to do whatever it needs to be done. So thanks for spending the time watching my video. So here is a list of my references. So thanks, and good luck in our class.